Hello, and welcome to an extra special Only Live episode of Hacking with Friends. My name is Kody Kinzie. I'm a security researcher at Varonis, here live at the Varonis booth with Make It Hacking.
Hello.
So these vendors are all trying their best to stand out. They're all trying to make something so cool that everyone crowds around their booth and wants it. And we at Varonis have had people crowding around our booth, but to buy your stuff for the last 30 minutes or 20 minutes or so. Do you want to introduce yourself to any of our viewers who don't know you already, and why are people seeking you out to get stuff from you?
Yeah, so I'm Make It Hacking online. I go by Andrew in real life. So if you say Make It Hacking or Andrew, I'll answer to both. And I got into the badge making SAO scene a few years ago at DEF CON. And so this year I brought some SAOs, which are simple add-ons for electronic badges. And
that's very polite of you.
Yeah, they might have a different name depending on who you talk to. And so, yeah, I've just been running around B-Sides and Blackhat today, fulfilling orders and kind of letting people see the different blinky stuff that I brought.
So it's not just Blackhat. Obviously, there's a number of different conferences here. You're not even here for Blackhat. Your name wasn't Ivory. Your badge definitely had a different name on it when you came in playing the badge game, so we can check things out. But I mean, what other things are there to do aside from Blackhat around this time in Las Vegas?
Well, everyone's here really for DEF CON. If you're corporate, you're here at Blackhat, but if you're a hacker, you're at DEF CON. So yeah, that starts tomorrow morning. I guess we can go get our badges then, and through the whole weekend.
Yeah. So also B-Sides, right?
And also B-Sides.
I've never actually been to B-Sides.
This is my first year at B-Sides Las Vegas, and I was really impressed.
Can you explain a little bit about it? Because I myself am very curious.
Yeah, so B-Sides is a smaller conference. It got started, I forget if it got started off of DEF CON or Blackhat. I believe it was an answer to Blackhat because it's very expensive to come to Blackhat. It's a few $1,000s just for a ticket. And so B-Sides started as a smaller conference, still around information security, cybersecurity, for a smaller audience, smaller ticket price. And so it's being held at the Tuscany Casino. And it's a really nice hotel. I've never been there before, except for this trip. And I was really impressed.
Yeah, that's cool. We have had people on our team go before, but I myself have never made it. I really want to go though, so that's on my list of things to do. If you're here in the Las Vegas area, you might not know that aside from just Blackhat and DEF CON, there's other stuff going on. So make sure to check it out. I highly recommend B-Sides just based on what I've heard, and of course your endorsement means a lot too.
Yeah, it's only $100, and it's 2 full days of talks, and they have a little lockpicking village and stuff like that.
That's cool. That's cool. All right, so first of all, this is not your first time at the Blackhat Vendor Hall. Can you describe the experience for anybody that's not here?
Yeah, so if you've been to the RSA conference, it kind of reminds me of that. It's just booth after booth of vendors. Everyone's spending tons of money to be here, and extra flashy objects floating in the sky, very large TVs. It looks like they just spent probably a
flipper's paradise, one might say.
Yeah.
Some of the biggest screens you could possibly turn off.
Right. So yeah, it looks like they just spend a bunch of money to promote their products and services to, the corporate people that are here.
For me, this is the cybersecurity circus. There's so much going on. There's lots of mascots and other strange and weird things happening. We've got people dressed up as robots. We've got all sorts of stuff. And of course, we've got my favorite thing, the thing that I'm really here for, Fed stickers. I love glowy stickers. And this year, there are some particularly good ones from CISA, from the NSA, and from other federal agencies. So a lot of hackers maybe don't value the federal stickers as much as I do, but you have to go to these corporate conferences that are a little bit more dry, and most hackers don't bother. So when I go to exchange stickers, my weird NSA stickers are kind of my trump card for getting really good stickers from other conferences. So this is my source for weirdo federal and nonprofit stickers, and I'm doing very well so far this year.
Do they still have a charging station for your phone?
Yeah, they do.
NSA phone charging station.
I'm cool. Everybody but the NSA people are very normal and straightforward, but the NSA people are always you want to charge your phone? Are you sure? What, are you scared? I'm you're not going to get me like that. It's not going to be that easy. So lots of cool agencies are here. You get to talk to people. I got to find out who is behind the really cool CISA stickers that have been coming out. So pretty exciting, but nothing really as exciting as the stuff that gets sold at DEF CON. That's really where the awesome Blinky stuff is. I was lucky enough to get this kit, which combines two of your passions. Do you want to talk about the other thing to do in Las Vegas and what this cool SAO is?
Yeah, so last week was the annual Star Trek Las Vegas convention, and I really wanted to attend both this year. And since I was attending both, I was trying to figure out what kind of SAO to make. So one of my SAOs is a little prop from Star Trek, The Next Generation, or Deep Space Nine Voyager. It's a little tricorder. And for the Star Trek convention, I made battery versions. And for DEF CON, I made the SAO version.
Is it the same PCB?
It's the same PCB. I put both footprints on the PCB, so you could either put a 2032 battery on it or the SAO connector. Now, if you choose to like make yours a battery, you'd have to desolder the SAO connector. And there's a little bit of complications when I was ordering these PCBs. The color ones are from PCBWay. They have a full UV printing. Yeah.
This is the first time I've ever seen this.
Yeah, it was the first time I've ever ordered one.
You're seeing it here live first. Very tiny. This is not a sticker. This is actually printed on the PCB itself.
Yeah, they print full color directly on the PCB, and I wasn't sure if I was going to get those in time. So I also have a purple version. So that's just like a straight up like circuit board artwork, kind of like layering to get the same sort of graphics there. The color one, I'll have a few on me, and I'll be able to trade for people, or maybe outside of the conference, I might exchange it for some U.S. currency. And the purple version is going to be for sale at the Hacker Warehouse vendor booth, as well as these flipboard macro pads.
Okay, so I want to see if I can find and maybe show one of the, did you do a tweet showing the tricorder one?
Right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if we can switch over to the screen, possibly, hopefully that works. This is that badge. And I want to just give you like a shout out for using a really cool technique on this. Like the front of the badge is lighting up. Like people who are just getting started with PCBs might not understand. Oh, computer's dying. So if you were able to bring my laptop from inside the booth, then I might be able to get it rigged. Yeah, so we might end the stream a little early considering we've got 9% battery. But what's cool about this is you've got the LEDs inverted on the back, right? The packages are inverted, so it's actually shining through the PCB, and that's how it's able to light up and shine through like that. So cool. Like I just think that like as an artistic technique to make like a bare circuit board appear to just light up, like I think that's like such a cool technique.
Yeah, it's it would be way less expensive just to put LEDs on the front of it, but that's not what the tricorder looks like. The tricorder has, well, the prop on the show has like diffused LEDs. They're not shining through a circuit board, but you get much more the realistic effect here.
Yeah, like that. I really like that. Yeah. So, all right. So before my computer dies, let's talk about the macro pad, because I've seen macro pads before, and it seems to be all about the switches, like the like picking like which type of keys you want to use. Yeah. Those look really smooth. Yeah. And they're also like gamer approved. I can see they got RGB all over the place. So what is this for, and how did you make it?
Yeah, so the flipboard macro pad it's been in the works for over a year. I did all the hardware, and then at DEF CON last year, one of the reasons I love DEF CON is I found someone who was able to write software for the flipper, and I was like, hey, I have this project that I'm working on. Would you want to partner and do the software for me? And he said, yeah. So it's a macro pad for the flipper. You can assign different actions to the buttons. Right now it's just in blinky badge mode, so you can just wear it around your neck, and it comes with a 3D printed holder and lanyard. But when you put it into keyboard mode, you can plug it into your computer, assign different macros or messages. So when you press a button or a combination of keys, it'll send keystrokes or text input through to the computer. There's also another feature where you can basically do the same sort of thing, but it's sending the sub-gigahertz or the infrared signals.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So you can basically key different like attacks or something. So if you wanted to, theoretically, if you were evil, you could walk around the conference with like the universal turn off I'd just be turning off screens like crazy.
Right. Or
Not
like-
that we would ever do that,
Yeah.
ever, of course.
Or like, let's say there's like a Samsung TV, an LG TV, a Sony TV. You could do like LG, Sony, you know, and then you wouldn't have to flip through all the menus. You could just kind of have like a quick kind of go-to thing.
I like that. I like that a lot. So, all right. So if people want to get this, how can they do that? Especially if they're going to DEF CON, or even if they're not going to DEF CON.
Yeah, so at DEF CON, you can go to the Hacker Warehouse vendor booth in the vendor area. I'm going to have the flipboard macro pads there. They come fully assembled with the lanyard and the lanyard holder. And as well as the purple tricorders are going to be at the Hacker Warehouse booth. And if you are not at DEF CON, you can order these online at my Tindy store. You might be able to see that right now, but if you just Google Tindy, Tindie, make it hacken, you'll get my store, and the flipboards are on there. And the tricorders aren't on there yet, but if I have any left over after DEF CON, I'll put them on my Tindy store as well.
Cool. And at DEF CON, I am going to be at the IoT Village. We are going to be doing our own like nugget hut, or I'm not totally sure what the name of it's going to be yet, but we're going to have our own little section of the village where we're going to be running workshops the whole time. So if you want to have a fun workshop, we're going to be doing Wi-Fi hacking workshops. We're going to be doing, LoRa workshops if the boards come in on time. Still a little stressed about that, but there's going to be lots going on at IoT Village. So if you're at DEF CON, make sure to come and say hello. And if you're at Blackhat, well, you still have tomorrow to come by and say hello at the Varonis booth where I will be. And you also might notice my LoRa network that I am again creating from the inside of the Varonis booth. So, looks like our production friend was not able to find the laptop charger, so I'm going to sign off while we still have the ability to control the stream. That might work. Actually, yeah, let me... I think it's fine. All right, so that's going to do it for our stream today. Again, if you are at Blackhat, make sure to come by, say hello, and hopefully I'll see some of you at DEF CON. And if you want to support the stream, you can always go to varonis.com/Kody, that's Kody. It lets everyone know that you want the stream to keep going. And yeah, it's how you can support us if you like the stream. Hopefully we'll see some of you here, and have a good conference, everyone. Goodbye.